So now that we have done that, let us recap the main ingredients as to the export of the Edomites. Since 335 BCE, the Edomite nation have ruled the world. So it's over 2,356 years since the Edomite nation has ruled the world, since the Caucasians have ruled the world. And it's over 2,356 years since the Israelites have been on the Caucasians' rule. Remember that. 400 years in this new world. After that 2,356 years that they have been ruling us. Greece ruled the world first for 270 years. The Greece did not export anything new that Israelites were not, that the world was not aware of before. All the Grecians did is that they export the Greek mythology, which is the false god. And we know in Israel and in Egypt and all of these people, they have been doing that for years. The export of the Edomites, the export of the Caucasians, that really changed and impact the world, started in BCE 63 when Rome became world conqueror, when Rome conquered Greece, when Rome conquered Israel, when Rome conquered all of the nation of the world. Rome exported their culture, which was homosexuality. Homosexuality was accepted in Neo Rome, and that is what they export through their culture. The Roman soldiers practiced homosexuality among all of those people that they were, because Roman believed that if you were the first man to have a homosexual relationship with a man, you takes his power and you will control him forever. So they practice that to ensure that they take control of the new world. Also remember that the Roman has a festival called Saturnalia, where they worship the planet Saturn, where for 10 days in that festival, any atrocity you commit, you are observed from holding responsibility for those atrocities. So they went around in groups, in gangs, and they rape young boys and men to take their power so that they can control them. They slept with each other's wives. They rape little girls and little boys. They do all kind of evil. And at the end of that 10 days, they went back to life as normal. That festival was called Saturnalia. It was an opportunity to them to practice the perversion that they were unable to practice all year. So what they do, they go around and they scope up the little boys who they want to rape. They scope up the little girls whose wife they want to sleep with. And in Saturnalia, they do all of that. If you didn't want to do it voluntarily, they rape you. So that is what they export in BC 63 and onwards. In AD 312, Roman Emperor Constantine was converted to Christianity. He make it law that Christianity becomes the religion of Rome. All of the pagan priests, he turned them into Christian bishops. They have all of the scriptures. They learn the Bible. Remember, at this stage in Earth's history, the only people that had the scriptures of the Most High was the Romans. So what they do, the Romans, pagan priests, now became Christian priests. And they were responsible for administering the affairs of the Most High. If you notice that the Most High exclude the Edomites, they exclude the Romans from being able to accept the grace, the mercy, the love, and the salvation of the Most High. But yet, their pagan priest is now administering the preaching of the gospel and the saving of soul. People, the Bible rejected the Romans, the Bible rejected the Edomites, the Bible rejected the Caucasians. The scriptures rejected them. And in order for the Romans to make the scripture palatable for the Caucasians, for the Edomites, they created the Bible. They take out everything that rejected them, everything that points and tell them that they should not be practicing the pagan practice that they did. Everything that rejected the Romans and their pagan behaviors and their homosexual practices, they take it out of the Bible, out of the scriptures, and they created what is known the Bible. People must remember that the Bible and the scriptures are two different body of writing. The holy scriptures is God's undiluted message to the Israelites, and we are required to carry that to the world except to the Edomites. The Bible is the Roman Catholic book that make the scriptures palatable for the Caucasians. Then Rome started exporting the new corrupt religion that had scriptures and pagan worship merged together. And the mandate of Rome, because of their belief that if you were the first person to deflower a young man, you get control over him and you will rule him forever. The objective of Rome by exporting the Catholic Church was world conquer and world domination through pedophilia. So at this stage, they sent out their priests to rape the young boys. That was their commission, to preach the gospel, pacify the people, and rape the young boys. Because when those young boys become presidents and prime ministers and governors and owners of big business and presidents of big corporation, you will have control over them. You will rule their countries, their states, their provinces from behind the scene. Because you would have already raped that little boy. They would have been suffering from Stockholm syndrome. And you will control the world from behind the scenes. The Roman Catholic still control the world from behind the scenes. People, at the turn of the 1900s, the Edomites decided, although they were 8 times the population of the black population, they decided that the black community was too big and they had to do something to get rid of it. A lady by the name of Margaret Sanger started Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood was responsible for pushing abortion in the United States, in the black community, and in every nation, every minority nation in the world. From India to the Caribbean, they push abortion. They encourage our ladies to abort their babies because they tell them, they convince them that their children will make their life difficult. In Genesis, the Most High said to Abraham that I will make your nation like the sand of the sea. It is the Most High will for the Israelites to procreate and to replenish this earth. Our number should be as the sand of the sea. When you bring a child in this world, the Most High will make sure that that child survives, that that child eat, that that child is clothed, and that child have a roof over its head. A child could never bring or make your life difficult. It brings beauty to your life. It brings peace to your life. It gives you something to live for. It gives your life meaning. And that is the whole thing. To take away life meaning from the lives of the Israelites by having them abort their children, murder their children even before they are born, and become a reprobate, becomes a castaway from the Most High. People, these are the 3 exports that we dealt with on Wednesday.